Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Lego Mandalorian here, and the final trailer for The Rise of Skywalker just came out, and it's kind of, meh. So if you saw my video on the original teaser trailer, you'll know that I was not a big fan of it, like, at all. My biggest problem was that they were bringing back Emperor Palpatine, which, he was presumed dead about 40 years ago by Return of the Jedi, by George Lucas, by the creator of Star Wars. And, that was kind of the ending to him and his story. And then also, in turn, redeeming Darth Vader. So now I feel like bringing him back kind of ruins Darth Vader's redemption arc. And also the fact that it's kind of ruining Darth Vader as a villain, because I personally believe he's the greatest villain in cinema history. So there's all that. But, it's not like Disney actually cares. That's kind of my biggest problem with Rise of Skywalker. Assuming the trailers aren't lying, it's not like they haven't lied before. But anyway, it's not as bad as the original teaser trailer. That's why it's kind of a question mark for me. So one thing I actually did like was that the sets were actually pretty decent. They were they were on a very grand scale, so it's like there were scenes it looked like there was an Endor-esque planet. It might have been Endor, it probably was Endor. Then there's like an ice planet, so it's probably not Hoth, but another ice planet. They were all very grand scale, so it's it was visually very appealing, but still a lot of stuff that I didn't really care about. Also, I don't like the whole idea of them being inside the crashed Death Star 2, which if it just kind of fell apart instead of disintegrated, then why not go to Death Star 1 and find out that Grand Moff Tarkin's still alive, because that's kind of what they're implying. But then there's also another scene which, if you see, it's about halfway through, we see the Millennium Falcon with a gigantic battalion of rebel, I guess, ships. And one thing was the set was crammed with ships. So if we see the Return of the Jedi or A New Hope space battles, you'll see the what you see on camera is not jam packed with ships, where it's there was barely any breathing space, or I guess open sky that you could see this one scene with the Millennium Falcon in the lead. And then there was also another thing. When I watched it the second time, I saw that the Ghost, the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels, is actually here, which is I'm really hoping it's just a cameo role. I really hope there's no live action Harrison Dula or no live action Ezra Bridger. I mean, I love the characters, I do. I really loved Star Wars Rebels. It's just I don't want someone like J.J. Abrams, and especially not Rian Johnson, writing these characters, because I've lost their trust, both of their trust, completely after The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Now, I know there was a lot of people that did like The Force Awakens. I was not a fan of it at all. Last Jedi I thought was even worse. So, I've lost trust in both those directors. The only ones I want to see, those characters be written by are Dave Filoni, maybe Jon Favreau, if The Mandalorian turns out to be good. It looks good. And then also George Lucas, because it's he's kind of done some bits and pieces of, modern Star Wars, kind of not. So it's he's not completely out of the picture. It's possible that he might actually be working in a big budget, Star Wars project one of these days. Who knows? But like I said, I don't really care about the new characters. I don't care about the story. The ships are incredibly uninspired. Some of them are just not even new. And yeah, also Snoke was an incredible disappointment. He should have been, the main antagonist of the series, and now, since they can't write good, genuinely interesting antagonists, then they have to go butcher and then kill off an antagonist from 40 years ago that was supposed to be dead already. So, yeah, like I said, not a big fan of, Rise of Skywalker. I most likely will not see it at all in the theaters. I might see it once it's out, but probably not anytime soon. Definitely not. But anyway, let me know, what do you think of the Rise of Skywalker trailer? Will you be seeing the Rise of Skywalker? Will you not? Let me know all that in the comment section below. And anyway, if you like this video, you can give it a like. If you want to see more of this kind of content, you can subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.